I actually think they're looking at like maybe a PA mid and then the support, safe lane. Nope, they're gonna go Alchemist mid. Okay. Windlace cast, ready to lead the charge, and Cuckoo is gonna be that mid Alchemist. This mid lane is actually gonna be pretty decisive, I think, as far as generating momentum.
And I'm thinking about the draft a bit more. I feel like the Chen pick, final pick, is actually gonna do a lot. I think the Axe is gonna be somewhat weary going into the standard Iron Talon jungle if he's doing it, but hold that thought. Raven's gonna spin, they actually go on Cuckoo. Cuckoo is gonna drop the Acid Spray, so none of that Grievous Greed just yet. Raven now on the left side, gonna be a little bit trouble. Battle Hunger being dropped on him. Is he gonna be going down? Come on, right kick Battle Hunger is
I hope they get
south.
Oh boy. He's actually not going to be. He's going to be right click down by Ohio. AU's going to draw the first blow with the boots. And they're even going to get cast. One of the tankiest heroes level 1 is going to be right click down. Rio as well. And it's not even just the fact that this starts off with 3-0. They had to skill up Axe's Battle Hunger and the Alchemist's Acid Spray. 2 skills that you do not want level 1. They had to sacrifice 2 critical skill choices. I get the Arcane Curse for the Silencer, which will do very little against a Nature's Prophet directly. But AU getting the first kill and helping the team to get the second. I mean, he is going to be getting the Arcane boots pretty much now, right? Like right after this camp dies, Arcane. I'm not sure how much you could do with an early Arcane on Chen, but you know, that's one less item he needs to get a little bit later on. A Battle Hunger only Axe is trying to man up on the Nature's Prophet. Forgetting that without the spin, he's actually taking a lot of damage. And this is going to be another kill, I think. Orb of Venom, Nature's Prophet will get the final right click in. This Orb of Venom Windlace is allowing him to have a movement speed advantage despite Battle Hunger. And Axe is not realizing that he's really weak without his passive. So hard to pin down the PA in that manner, but at least putting pressure back out the other way. Now, is Mushi any worse off because he went for the March Machines at the beginning? Like, nah, it's still a great spell, but it's not one that we see as often these days. The nuke build of the laser and heat-seeking missiles seems much more common.
Yeah, he might lose out on a tiny bit when it comes to dominance, but you already have a advantage matchup where range versus melee, blind's already so good against.
Alchemist didn't start with like 500 extra gold.
Right.
Those kinds of things add up.
Fnatic.
And SMH having to jungle his way back to a good health bar. He's gonna go ahead, clear this out, and then seems to be TPing back. Is he just now a jungle Axe? Did they sacrifice their entire safe lane? Alright.
It's not looking good. Maybe he's looking to stack before he goes back. Yeah,
that's what I thought, but...
He's gonna stack the wolves.
If he stays, I'm looking very uncertainly at this TNC lineup. Actually, he's about to be nuked down, spun on 4 heroes and a lot of creeps. So he's showing up and saying, okay, where are you going, buddy?
We are blinked right into the team here.
But... Luckily, there's no control. If there, I mean, could he have been sprouted? He does not have any tree cutters. I think that could have been a sprout from Ohio.
Maybe it was out of range, but regardless, they're going to get themselves a tier 1 tower. We are 4 minutes in. All right.
That is the first tower destruction. Alright. Fnatic really just turning up the tempo, stepping on the gas, and gonna be hitting the tier 2. I actually think they can take this tier 2 tower. They've got level 1 Vengeance Aura, got another 3 Treants coming in, and you've got the Chen creeps as well.
I mean, what the hell is Ogre Silencer gonna do?
Absolutely nothing. This is a tier 2 tower, absolutely on. They even stop for tier 3. What they're gonna do is they're gonna force like 4 heroes to rotate.
I mean, move Alchemist to Acid Spray. I think that will stop the push. But
but if you
make him move, right? You make him move.
Yeah. If you get any hero to rotate, then you're like, yes, we are in a really good spot this game.
Yeah, and we are gonna see that push. Guys, 5 minutes in, Fnatic's making the high ground. All right, Axe is gonna cut out the feed.
Okay, never mind. They're actually just gonna take the tier 3 tower.
Yep, he's dead.
MH is dead, and with that,
oh my god.
They're gonna keep pushing, like for real, not even fake pushing. It looks like the spray is a little bit too strong. They're gonna just get a really good ward out and make their way.
So they got 2 towers and an Axe skill.
This Ogre's level 1. They're pushing tier 3s, and Ogre is level 1.
Oh my god. And Ogre's thinking to myself, oh shoot, I stacked those camps. Like, he thinks Alchemist could take it, you know, somewhere down the blind. But now you see Mushi, he's already checking it out. Gets wind of that stack on the right side, he'll be marching it.
Look at this. They know the tower is gone. They're putting a ward down to get intel for later. This is a good cost investment ward. I can't believe this game has become so one-sided off of just that one level 1 smoke play. I mean, like, TNC wanted that fight. they're like, okay, we're going acid spray, we're going battle hunger, we're gonna win this fight, and they're not even gonna see it coming. And the exact opposite
Are you
occurred.
sure? Are you sure they actually got those spells for the fight, or
He had
did the fight
acid spray
break
the
out?
second that he saw them. Like, he didn't
Well,
hesitate at all.
obviously, as soon as you see them, you take acid spray, but they
were the ones smoking halfway through the Radiant
yeah,
Temple.
that's the questionable thing. You have an alchemist. You shouldn't be taking level 1 fights.
No, he definitely intended to. They
Okay.
wanted a surprise factor, and they thought it would be enough, but
Well,
no.
Cuckoo's gonna get himself a rune, so that's decent. But meanwhile, as we say that though, another tier 1 goes down mid. Tier 1 top is being sieged. Well, oh, I don't know how you recover in this. Really don't.
It's a real question. It's got to be through the acid spray, maxing that out, trying to get more counter push out. When you get multicast, the Bloodlust can, or the Ignite can actually do some good damage. Ohio is gonna be able to TP because his Ogre is level 2. And even a level 3 Ogre might not have that point of fire burst needed.
You talk about multicast. We're level 3.
But when he gets it, then the Ignite will be AoE. That's what I mean.
Right.
Instead, it's going to be actually a dead Ogre, I think. It depends where Mushi goes. He goes for Rear, and with the double damage and a quick laser, that is going to be another kill.
All right.
20% chance to get out, but no.
Chen's going for mech. I think he's so far ahead that it doesn't really matter what he gets. As long as
Blink Dagger Chen going in.
Maybe that matters. But yeah, a mech would have been great. Axe would have been fine. Anything. Any good pushing items. Blats even. Whatever.
No, I completely agree with you. It's so, like, they have such an advantage that there's, like, no reason to play this like a Tinker game. And go, like, slow siege with Ancient Black Dragons. Just play this like a, we're 8-0 game. And just snowball them so hard. BOT is already up for Tinker if he feels that's necessary. They've got drums. They're going to have a mech, the Juggernaut, FaZe, and Aquila. Like, they're just 5-man. Just go hit their buildings. And if Alchemist doesn't already have an acid spray down, they're losing those buildings.
Yep. Speaking of which, they are going to lose top. Demon does have 2-point aura. I think, given the situation, the perfect skill build. In fact, I want him to actually take a 3rd point aura.
Yeah, definitely.
As they maintain that push.
I think he will. And more summons, more skeletons. Hopefully those don't get touched by the Alchemist.
I mean, I think going up high ground is a kind of different story against TNC. So that's something that TNC could hold on to. But
starting a game 10 minutes in with all the tier 2s down.
The damage has already been done at that point. Alright, looks like we're going to go into the Roshan pit. Demon is already there. So is AU with his army of Chan creeps. Won't be the fastest Roche, but they'll get it for sure.
Not really losing anything from it, as they just take it down slowly, and Wave Tear, Vendasura, all that good stuff to clean this up easy. Oh, with the Healing Ward. And even at TP top, Ohio's trying to make a move beforehand with the help of the Tinker, really emphasize the globe presence. While the Tinker will cancel his TP, that is going to be Roshan as well as the Juggernaut Aegis. Reor
had to blink out. If he eats a laser rocket, he's gone. So, well, one of those games that you don't see PA getting farmed, which is pretty rare. But man, kind of forget how farm dependent this hero is, because normally she gets a safe lane farm.
She usually gets like a baseline of farm, right? Like unless it's a support PA who still is able to do something with like the Orb of Venom, Blightstone, or Medallion. Here you're seeing a PA with literally nothing, and it's so weak.
Oh, here comes the high ground push. Acid Spray will need to be there. Axe, is he gonna go for a straight blink? He's so far away. Like, I don't know.
They'll just go top. They say, okay, well, now the backdoor protection's down. I have an Aegis and a Healing Ward. Let's go. And with no Acid Spray, they're ready to just have the Arbiter bring in the army and go to work.
Well, I don't know if dodging from mid to top to dodge the Acid Spray is the plan, because the cooldown is so low.
Yeah, with Radiant's Acid Spray, it makes sense. With this, it might be a little bit of an over.
Right.
They might be outthinking themselves.
Okay. Kuku does have the armlet finish, so we're getting there.
This will be the comeback of the century, dude. We are 11 minutes in, and it's a 13,000 net worth deficit. 5k experience.
Right, I actually think the most important player right now is Sam H, right? If you get the blink, you have a chance.
Sure.
I mean, that's the only way to start a fight. Ohio now will come back. Rior is going to be the one sprouted, but it looks like Sam H is going to tank the gank for the team. He will go down. Rior survives, but...
Cooker's just running. He's like, gotta get the acid. Gotta counter push. Some freebies with the skeletons, it looks like, but yeah, you've got to have your acid spray at every single tower that's being pressured, and they're just hitting each and every one of them. They want all 3 lanes pressuring and teleport top. They're going to hit 2 at a time, and Cuckoo cannot answer it. He's getting farm, but here we're getting damage on the top 3 with the help of Chen.
I really
and
love the split.
Ohio. It's so good, and at long range, they just killed the Alchemist.
Oh
They kill him in his own base with the Tinker. He just doesn't have enough tank, and I think he armlet toggles at the wrong time. Has to buy back.
No,
Buys back at 12 minutes and cancels his own TP. This game is done, boys.
Well, Rax is now fully breached. Sandmage looking forward, but that's there. There's a healing ward. He gets swapped in. He's gonna be dead. No glow to be dropped. Magic Missile hits on Cuckoo, but he'll walk it off. I think so. Lurker's call on the creeps. Can't even kill the creeps. And now the melee set of Rax, it's down in 12 minutes.
I didn't have even time to switch to net worth graphs this game, and we have buyback status already up because they are finalizing this game.
All right.
They've taken top lane. They're looking at bottom. Ohio just walks away, walks it off. Is just fine here as they are just dominating, and Tinker damage is just way too much for the context of the game. Normally, it's just, hey, it hurts. Watch out for that. No, it's literally, I can kill you if you mess up anything about your armlet.
Is it time to sing praises about Demon's drafting skills?
Oh my god. If you attribute this to the draft, you are out of your
Well,
mind.
look, the Chen pick did a lot. I'm saying, do you see him running down towers?
Yeah, he did. The Chen did a lot in that level 1 fight. You're absolutely correct. He had boots and he right-clicked people.
Yeah, he got first blood, a second kill, a third, so... Alright, TNC looking to make that whole swap back in, immediately getting completely blown up. Cuckoo, die back here. 12-0, it's Fnatic. And it's lights out. I don't see it.
I can't believe it went so drastically in Fnatic's favor off of one massive misstep by TNC. Moving into the jungle, biting off way more than Kachu, and now down 3, maybe 4 racks. GG is out. It's a 13-minute game, Lumi.
12-0. Amazing.
Woo! I can't believe it just transpired that way. I mean, this was such a close and consequential match for these guys. This is the Boston Major, a $3 million tournament, and the qualifier here is started off by the group stage, followed up by the playoffs, and both teams were nearly neck and neck. TNC has played 1 less game, so they've won 1 less game, but now they have 4 losses.